When will this war end? Who will remain to tell people what happened to us, what we lived through, what we've witnessed?
After I watch this video finish, my perception, everything changes. This lady you are seeing here, her last message to the world. She's not just giving the message to the Islamic world, or she's passing this message the whole world. He said, where is the humanity? After this war, who is going to be alive to say this story, to tell the story of the war? I don't want to talk too much. If you finish watching this video, you didn't feel something inside you, I believe you might not be a human being. Watch this video to the end. Drop your comment below, whatever you think about what is going on in Gaza right now. Drop your comment. Share this video so that we can still have other people who will stand up and speak. If you didn't share this video, which means, let me not talk too much. Subscribe. Follow me if this is your first time of coming across my video. Let's go there.
It's documented the struggles and tragedies people have endured in the enclave amid the conflict. CNN's Jemana Karachi has that.
سلامات معكم آيات.
Life before the wars felt like a distant memory for video blogger Ayat Khaddoura. They were the days when she'd smile in her videos, taking her followers behind the scenes of her work in Gaza. For weeks now, her posts have been about life at a time of war.
We now wake up at 5 a.m. to queue for bread. We now walk more than 6 kilometers to fill up a gallon of salty or fresh water. We charge our phones on the streets using the solar power we can find. We crave our favorite foods, but there's no power, no gas or water, so we have to make do with canned foods.
Ayat showed people how Gazans survive, neighbors sharing the little they have to bake bread in clay ovens. And at times, it was about how close death felt as bombs rained down on Gaza.
This might be my last video. They dropped leaflets asking people to evacuate the area. Most people fled. People were running in the streets like crazy, not knowing where to go. The situation is terrifying. God have mercy on us.
As the war intensified in the north, Ayat didn't leave. The safety they were told to evacuate to in the south was an illusion. Nowhere in Gaza is safe, she said.
Death and destruction is everywhere in Gaza. The occupation has no mercy on anyone, not the elderly, not the children, not the women, no one. All civilians are under fire in Gaza. Where are the decision makers? Where's the world? Gaza is being annihilated. We are dying. Someone do something. Enough.
But these desperate cries of so many like Ayat haven't stopped this seemingly endless nightmare for the people of Gaza, where burying their dead has become their everyday, where every moment feels like it may be their last. On Monday, it was Ayat's, killed along with other family members in a night of intense bombardment of Beit Lahia. Her last video, the haunting words of a 27-year-old with a final message from Gaza to the world.
We're humans like everyone else. Dreams. Now our dream is, if we are killed, we are a body in one piece, so we can be identified, buried in a grave, a bag. When will this war end? Who will remain to tell people what happened to us, what we lived through, what we've witnessed?
Jemana Karachi, CNN, London.
Now, the truce between Israel and Hamas appears to be holding, meaning other pieces of the deal are kicking into gear. A convoy of United Nations trucks packed with tons of humanitarian aid now moving into Gaza via Egypt's Rafah crossing. Let's speak to Eleni Jokos, who is live for us in Cairo. So it's playing out as you expected. We've talked about the amount of aid. It's not quite enough. Well, it's not nearly enough to deal with the problem there, but it is significant that those trucks are going in.
It is significant, and it is significantly way more than we've seen since October 7th. Important to remember that before the war began, there were over 445 trucks going into Gaza on a daily basis on a good day. So this was a population that already heavily relied on aid. And then you see the war breaking out, and now we're hearing the just absolute catastrophic scenarios on the ground, and really reiterated by the international aid organizations. But I want to take you through what we've seen today. You and I have been talking about how much we've been seeing, how many trucks have been gathering at the border over the last few days in anticipation for this truce to kick in. Because there is an understanding of just how many delays occur because of the checkpoints, because they need to figure out the logistics on not only the Egyptian side, but also once they cross over into Gaza. 90 aid trucks have now gone into the Gaza side of the border. That is significant. So they've gone through the initial checkpoint. They then get checked on the Israeli side of the border as well. Then they're offloaded and then move straight into Gaza. 7 fuel trucks as well going in. We've also heard from the IDF that say that the gas quota that has gone in already today is specifically for cooking purposes, for humanitarian needs and humanitarian infrastructure. They've been very clear to say that this was part of the deal. Overall, over 4 days, 208 trucks are expected to go in, 130,000 liters of diesel fuel, together with other gas trucks as well, expected to go in. You've reiterated the point. It is a fraction of the needs. Even the Qataris said that yesterday. The testimonies we've heard from people inside of Gaza, that they were scrambling for just pieces of bread, drinking dirty water, and of course diseases playing out right now, which has created another layer of the humanitarian crisis. We also have heard from the Egyptians, for the first time since the war started, Max, that Palestinians that are in Egypt or were stranded in Egypt, if they wish to return to Gaza, they are able to do so through Rafah. That is quite important to remember, and we've heard some movement that could be occurring today. Injured Palestinians are coming through the Rafah border. So too are foreign nationals and dual passport holders. And just today, seeing some of the images that are going through, there were actually banners